everyone, this is Daughter Darkness, and today is my final video regarding what I want to see at E3 2015. And this one is concerning the final conference, apart from the PC gaming one, and also the conference which I have the most personal interest in, which is the Square Enix conference. So yeah, what do I want to see from Square Enix this year? Well, of course Square Enix's biggest series is Final Fantasy, without any doubt really. They've already confirmed that Final Fantasy 15 will not appear at E3 because they want to sort of start the marketing campaign at Gamescom for the full game. So that's missing out on E3, that's fine and everything. However, Final Fantasy is more than just 15. Of course, Type 0 HD released a few months ago, and I personally really like the game, and I would, love to see a sequel, because the ending kind of, or the sort of extra cutscene kind of set up a sequel, whatever that would be called or whatever. But if there's a sequel, or like a Final Fantasy, the way that their kind of sort of sequels work, that it's just sort of similar themes but a different game, if a sequel to that is announced at E3, then I would be very happy. They'll probably also show some stuff from Final Fantasy 14. Personally, I don't play that game, but it would be nice for the people who do to see that, I suppose. So then of course there's Tomb Raider, which is probably one of Square's biggest sort of owned properties, because they don't actually make it themselves, but they own the company that do. Of course, it's sad for me that I won't be able to get Tomb Raider because it's Xbox exclusive, Xbox One exclusive, I believe. I think it got taken off the 360, which is a good thing. Yeah, it's still, even though I won't be able to play it, at least not for a while, since it might be timed exclusive rather than full exclusive, it still looks like a really good game, so I want to see more of that. And at the moment, if any game was to convince me to buy an Xbox, it would be Rise of the Tomb Raider. So yeah, I want to see more of that if at all possible. So then, of course, another series that Square owns is Dragon Quest. Now, when I was sort of thinking about making these videos, I was going to say, they might announce a release date for Dragon Quest Heroes, which released in Japan a few weeks or months ago, I can't remember exactly, and it will be releasing in the West later this year. I would say that a release date was going to be announced, but it was already announced. As well as a trailer. It's releasing on the 7th of October in Europe, I think, and the 9th in North America. It's unlikely we'll see anything more about that, but you never know. However, Dragon Quest, of course, is a big sort of series. Maybe another Dragon Quest game on the PS4 will be announced. That's something that I would be interested in, although I've never played Dragon Quest before. Dragon Quest Heroes looks good, and I'd be willing to give sort of a main entry in that series a chance. In terms of Square's other series, they also have Star Ocean, which again is something that I don't really know all that much about, but I saw the announcement trailer for Star Ocean 5, I believe, and that looked very interesting. That was originally an Enix product, I think, before they joined with Squaresoft and made Square Enix. So yeah, that's all for Square's sort of other series. Of course, anyone who knows me will know that the big thing for me at Square is Kingdom Hearts, and Kingdom Hearts is probably going to be appearing at E3 in some shape or form. Likely is that we'll get some information on Kingdom Hearts Unchained Key, which is coming to mobile devices later this year. Maybe we'll even get a release date for Unchained Key, if that's coming out. I don't know if it comes out in November or whatever. I don't know why, that's just when games tend to come out. So perhaps we'll get a release date for Kingdom Hearts Unchained Key. Aside from that, Dream Drop Distance is the only game in the series which has not received an HD upgrade of some sort, with the exception of Key. However, Kingdom Hearts 2.5 did sort of set up the idea of having an HD remaster of Dream Drop Distance, so it makes sense for that to be announced here, especially if it's going to be releasing this year. So Dream Drop Distance HD would be very nice to see. Preferably for PS4, but PS3 is also a possibility. Aside from that, there's also Kingdom Hearts 1.5 and 2.5, which released, of course, on the PS3 over the last couple of years, and maybe they'll be getting ported over to the Xbox One and PS4, which makes sense since there were, although I love both of them, there were issues in both cases, especially with 2.5 and especially the English version, so it makes sense to sort of make another version of that to solve the issues on the PS4 and the Xbox One, and you might as well put them in a whole collection with Dream Drop Distance, put it all together. It just makes sense to have a sort of Kingdom Hearts Ultimate Collection or something on the PS4 and probably the Xbox One too. That would be something that would be very nice to see. And then of course the thing which everyone is waiting for, Kingdom Hearts 3. It has been a long time since we got any information from Kingdom Hearts 3. Of course, the last real information was a trailer shown exclusively at the 2.5 launch events, which was admittedly a very short trailer, which only a handful of people got to see. I was one of those people, which I like to mention because it was a very nice thing to have. But yeah, I don't. A lot of people say that they're going to show that trailer at E3 or something. I don't think that's going to happen. The trailer was kind of very bare bones, very early in development concept stuff. That's not going to be shown at any event, I don't think. If anything, they might sort of take the elements from the trailer and put them into one. So in the trailer you saw Sora using Keyblade transformations, you saw Heartless models and concept art, and you saw a town which to me looked like Daybreak Town. So why not have Sora using his Keyblade transformations to fight the Heartless in that town? Yeah, just put the things together, sort of make the elements of that into a coherent trailer, so we can finally get to see a little bit more of Kingdom Hearts 3, because that is what everyone really cares about. And that's what we all want to see. A lot of people also talk about getting release information for Kingdom Hearts 3, whether it's a release date, which is really far-fetched, or a release window in terms of a season or whatever. But I don't want that right now. I think that Kingdom Hearts 3 is too early in development for any release information, because release information when it's given early is sort of bad for the developers, because it can lead to them sort of being rushed and they have to quickly work to deadlines, so they can't express their full creative freedom, or they have to sort of skip things, and then you can get like poor quality tested stuff. A perfect example is Kingdom Hearts 2.5, which I think was rushed out to be out last year in 2014, and because of that there were all these issues like loading times and crashes and bugs and audio glitches and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, that's the perfect example of that. So I'd rather not get release information anytime soon. I think we should just let them get on with the game and just do it. It's a very small possibility that we'll get a release year at E3, but I don't think so. I think the very earliest we'll get that is D23. But yeah, release information is really not something I want right now for Kingdom Hearts 3. But yeah, that's just my opinion on it. And that's my opinion on the whole conference. That's all the stuff that I'd be excited to see at E3 2015 from the Square Enix conference. Of course, it's only an hour, so will we get all of that? I doubt it. But if we get some of it, then I'll be happy, especially the Kingdom Hearts stuff. So yeah, please comment your thoughts in the comment section below the video. And while you're down there, please like this video if you did. And if you liked it, then check out my other videos and subscribe to this channel. And as always, thank you for watching.